Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've put together something really special for you, a complete fall fashion guide for 2025. Think of this video as your one-stop place for everything you need this season. The biggest fall 2025 fashion trends, how to master the art of layering, building a timeless capsule wardrobe, and of course, how to style your jeans for fall. Fall is one of those magical times in fashion where creativity really comes alive. The weather invites us to play with textures, colors, and layers, and it's also the season where the classics and the trends meet in the best way possible. You might prefer keeping things simple and timeless, or maybe you're excited to experiment with bold new looks. Either way, this guide will give you all the inspiration and ideas you need to look and feel your best this season. So, grab a coffee or tea, get cozy, and let's dive into fall fashion together. The quirky librarian aesthetic is like stepping into a warm, sunlit library on a rainy day, except you get to take that feeling with you everywhere. It's rooted in nostalgia, borrowing from vintage academia and retro prep, but it has this playful streak that keeps it from feeling too buttoned up. Think cozy textures, earthy and jewel-toned color palettes, interesting layers, and those little details that make you look twice, like patterned socks peeking out from loafers, or a scarf that feels like it has a story. It's about mixing smart, tailored pieces with unexpected elements that give the outfit personality. This is the kind of style that feels both comforting and full of character. Like each piece you're wearing could have been discovered in a thrift store or passed down from someone who had a great sense of style. It's expressive without being loud, and the beauty is that it looks as good at your favorite cafe as it does wandering through an old bookstore. Emma Chamberlain captures this aesthetic perfectly. She makes bookish style look cool and current, pairing classic pieces with a playful edge that feels effortless. This aesthetic is all about making the familiar feel new again. Think of pieces that have charm and character, and play with how you layer and combine them. The goal is to create looks that feel inviting and full of personality, like they've been collected over time rather than bought all at once. Fur trims are one of those details that instantly elevate a look without making it feel over the top. They bring this touch of old-school glamour, but in a way that can be styled for everyday wear. You'll see them on collars, cuffs, coat hems, and even accessories, adding texture and a little bit of drama to otherwise simple silhouettes. What's great is how versatile they are. You can go for bold, oversized trims that make a statement, or subtle, delicate touches that just hint at luxury. Faux fur options are everywhere now, so you can get the look without it feeling heavy or dated. Pair them with sleek tailoring for that retro meets modern vibe, or contrast them with casual pieces to make the trims pop even more. This is the kind of trend that works in both day and night outfits, bringing a bit of warmth and sophistication wherever it goes. Emily Ratajkowski has been leaning into fur trims lately, using them to add a playful yet polished edge to her outfits. She shows how they can feel glamorous without losing that cool, modern energy. Fur trims are all about texture and contrast. Let them be the focal point and keep the rest of the look balanced, so they stand out without overpowering everything else. Fringe is having a big moment this fall, and it's not just showing up in the obvious ways. Designers are using it across so many fabrics like silk, suede, leather, and even knits, giving it a fresh twist that works far beyond the boho festival look. It can add movement to a slip dress, texture to a tailored jacket, or a playful edge to a handbag. The beauty of fringe is that it catches the eye without trying too hard. In nightwear, it brings that swishy and glamorous energy to the dance floor, while in daywear, it can feel relaxed and effortless, like it's just part of the outfit's natural flow. It's also making its mark in accessories, from statement earrings to belts that turn a simple look into something memorable. This season is about treating fringe as both a design detail and a mood. It's dynamic, tactile, and a little bit daring. Kate Moss has worn fringe in every way imaginable, from glamorous evening gowns to casual jackets, proving it can work for any mood or occasion. Let the fringe bring the movement. The key is to keep the rest of the look simple so it has space to shine and create that effortless sense of drama. Checks are everywhere this fall, and they're coming in all kinds of variations, from classic plaids to gingham and bold oversized grids. This is one of those patterns that never really goes away, but this season it's stepping into the spotlight in a big way. You'll see it on tailored coats, wide-leg trousers, pleated skirts, and even statement accessories like scarves and bags. The beauty of checks is how adaptable they are. They can feel timeless and traditional, or they can be styled in unexpected ways to look fresh and modern. Mixing different check patterns together is also making a strong comeback, creating outfits that feel layered and full of character. Whether it's in muted autumn tones or vibrant color combinations, checks bring a structured, graphic element that instantly makes an outfit more interesting. Chloe Sevigny has long embraced checks in her wardrobe, from vintage plaid coats to playful gingham pieces, showing just how versatile and expressive this pattern can be. Let the checks be the anchor of the look. Build around them with textures and colors that complement the pattern while letting it take center stage. This fall, coats with built-in scarf panels and draped fronts are everywhere. Instead of just zipping or buttoning up, these designs wrap and fold across the shoulders, creating a layered look that feels both cozy and elevated. Some have wide scarf-like extensions that you can throw over one shoulder, while others are cut so the fabric naturally cascades across the chest. You'll see them in wool and cashmere, but also in cotton, leather, and other unexpected fabrics that give the style a fresh twist. It's a detail that turns a practical coat into a statement piece, adding depth and movement without piling on accessories. The look works for both polished city outfits and more relaxed weekend styles, and it has the kind of presence that makes outerwear feel like the main event. Kendall Jenner has been spotted in these draped scarf coats, styling them in a sleek, minimalist way that keeps the focus on the shape and flow. Let the drape be the statement. Keep the rest simple so the coat's shape and movement can stand out. This fall, the spotlight is shifting from micro minis to midi skirts that feel timeless and polished. The best ones have a little movement, whether it's from soft pleats, a gentle A-line, or a fabric that flows as you walk. They carry that ladylike charm, but still work for a range of styles, from casual daytime looks to something more elevated for evening. Pair them with a crisp shirt or a chunky sweater during the day, then swap in a sleek blazer or structured top at night, and you instantly look more put together without a lot of effort. Midi skirts also work beautifully with fall layers, making them a piece you can wear on repeat without feeling like you're repeating yourself. Katie Holmes has been making midi skirts look modern and wearable, styling them in ways that feel both relaxed and refined. Let the midi skirt anchor your look, then build around it with layers that highlight its flow and shape. Play with texture and color to keep it fresh, whether you go for a tonal palette or a striking contrast. This fall, designers are leaning into silhouettes that feel deliberately offbeat, breaking away from the idea that clothes always need to flatter in a conventional way. Shapes are exaggerated, proportions are unexpected, and the result is a look that makes you stop and take a second glance. Shoulders might be blown out, sleeves relaxed to the point of slouching, or skirts cut in a way that changes how the body moves. Some pieces feel oversized and cocoon-like, others are sculpted in strange yet beautiful ways. It is less about dressing to please and more about dressing for yourself, using shape and structure as the statement. These silhouettes have an energy that is both modern and a little rebellious, challenging the rules of what is considered pretty or polished. They can be dramatic on the runway, but with the right styling, they can slip into an everyday wardrobe and instantly make it more interesting. Rihanna is no stranger to awkward-fitting silhouettes, often choosing pieces with bold shapes and unexpected proportions that make her outfits feel ahead of the curve. Let the silhouette take the spotlight, keeping other elements simple so the shape can stand out. Use accessories sparingly, focusing on pieces that complement rather than compete with the proportions. The goal is to let the unexpected cuts and volumes create the statement for you. Maximalist minimalism is all about keeping a clean, streamlined base while adding just enough personality to make it stand out. It speaks to people who love minimal style, but are ready for something beyond the ultra simplicity of quiet luxury. The focus is on subtle experiments in texture, shape, and craft, details that give depth without overwhelming the look. You might see sleek silhouettes with unexpected pleating, a monochrome outfit with rich fabric contrast, or a single sculptural accessory that shifts the whole mood. It's the kind of style that looks effortless at first glance, but reveals more the longer you look. The palette often stays neutral or muted, letting the form and material do the work, and the overall effect is both refined and expressive. Taylor Russell embodies this balance beautifully, wearing looks that are pared back yet full of thoughtful detail and artistry. Start with a clean, simple base and introduce one element that makes the look stand out, whether it's a unique texture, a sculptural shape, or a striking accessory. Keep the palette refined so the detail remains the focus. Electric green is charging through fall fashion with a bold and high-energy punch. It's the kind of color that refuses to blend in, whether it appears as a full monochrome look or just a single pop in an accessory. This shade works surprisingly well across different fabrics, such as sleek satin, chunky knit, or structured leather, each giving it a different personality. In outerwear, it turns a simple coat into a statement. In dresses, it feels futuristic and confident. Even small touches like a bag or shoes can completely shift the mood of an outfit. Electric green works in both daytime street style and after-dark looks, bringing the same level of impact in any setting. It's not a color you wear quietly. It's meant to be seen. Dua Lipa has been spotted in striking electric green pieces that feel polished and fashion-forward, often wearing them in a way that highlights the boldness of the shade. Billie Eilish brings her own edge to the color, using it in relaxed and oversized streetwear looks that feel instantly recognizable as her signature. Let the color take charge by keeping the rest of the outfit understated. Use textures that highlight the shade, like smooth leather or soft knits. Even in small doses, this green will become the most memorable part of the look. Western influences are riding strong into fall, mixing classic American ranch style with touches of Southwestern detail and a hint of high fashion glamour. Think rich leather, sturdy denim, fringe accents, and cowboy-inspired accessories, all reimagined in a way that works for city streets as much as open plains. Designers are playing with everything from rustic plaids to embossed belts and boots, sometimes leaning into the ruggedness and other times pushing it into full-on cowgirl glam. It's a trend that works beautifully in both subtle nods and full statement looks. The mix of textures such as smooth leather, worn denim, and soft suede brings depth, while the overall mood keeps that free-spirited edge. Western style this season is less about dressing for a rodeo and more about channeling an attitude of confidence and individuality. Bella Hadid has embraced Western elements in her wardrobe, pairing cowboy boots, structured denim, and statement belts in ways that feel both fashion-forward and authentic to her personal style. Bring in one or two Western-inspired pieces, like boots or a belt, and blend them with modern staples. Play with textures like leather, denim, or suede to give depth. The aim is to nod to the West without looking like you are in full costume. Back to the Future style is all about mixing a futuristic edge with fashion that still feels wearable right now. It takes inspiration from sci-fi movies, experimental fabrics, and bold sculptural shapes, then blends them with silhouettes that work off the runway too. Think high-shine metallics, space-age accessories, sleek bodysuits, and architectural tailoring. Designers are playing with unusual textures and innovative cuts that feel ahead of their time, while still grounding the look in something you can actually step out in. It's confident, imaginative, and a little bit theatrical, bringing a fresh energy to fall dressing. The vibe is less about predicting the future and more about dressing like you have already arrived there. Zendaya has been serving futuristic red carpet looks with structured silhouettes and glossy finishes that feel cinematic. Julia Fox takes a more experimental approach, leaning into daring cuts and unexpected materials that push the aesthetic even further. Choose one futuristic detail, such as metallics, high-shine fabrics, or sculptural shapes, and make it the star of your outfit. Keep the rest streamlined so the modern edge stands out. The look should feel forward-thinking, but still wearable. Grandma's couch style is all about leaning into prints, textures, and fabrics that feel like they could have come straight from a vintage living room. Think floral upholstery patterns, tapestry textures, rich brocades, and the occasional lace that looks like it once belonged on a dining table. It's nostalgic and a little bit kitschy, but when done right, it becomes a statement of personality and charm. Designers have been playing with this idea in both subtle and over-the-top ways, from delicate jacquard coats to gowns that look like they were made from reimagined curtains or bedspreads. It's a trend that embraces history and humor at the same time, turning familiar homey details into something unexpectedly chic. Elle Fanning has worn romantic floral and tapestry-inspired pieces that capture the charm of this aesthetic. Anna Wintour often gravitates toward bold vintage-style prints, giving them a refined and polished spin. Mix vintage-inspired prints or textures with modern silhouettes to keep them feeling current. Balance ornate patterns with simple accessories and clean lines. Let the print bring warmth and personality to the outfit. Matching sets are having a major moment this fall, offering a shortcut to looking polished without having to overthink your outfit. The beauty of a co-ord is that it instantly feels put together, whether it's a sleek tailored suit, a knit set, or a patterned top and skirt combo. Designers are playing with textures, prints, and silhouettes to make sets that work for everything from relaxed daytime wear to full evening glam. They're versatile too, because you can break them apart and style the pieces separately, which gives you even more mileage out of your wardrobe. Matching sets also make a strong style statement while keeping the overall look clean and cohesive. Anya Taylor-Joy often wears sophisticated matching sets that highlight her sleek, elegant style. Lily Rose Depp has been spotted in playful and feminine co-ords, bringing a softer and more romantic take to the trend. Wear the set as it is, and let the coordination do all the work for you. Add accessories that enhance the color or texture so the whole look feels intentional and complete. Keep the styling consistent from head to toe to make the matching set the star of the outfit. Nomadland style takes the spirit of bohemian dressing and gives it a grounded, lived-in feel. It's about pieces that look like they have traveled with you, layered and mixed in a way that feels personal rather than styled to perfection. Think flowing blouses, soft knits, embroidered jackets, and maxi skirts that move with you. The silhouettes are loose and billowing, balanced by sturdy flat shoes, wide belts worn low on the hips, and plenty of layered jewelry. The color palette often leans into earthy tones, with fabrics that have texture and weight, making the outfits feel as good as they look. It's easygoing but still rich in detail, giving the impression of a life full of stories and places visited. Lisa Bonet has long embraced this aesthetic, with her flowing layers and artisanal accessories. Vanessa Paradis brings a softer, romantic edge to it, while still keeping that free-spirited mood. Layer flowing, textured pieces that look like they have been collected over time. Add accessories like belts or jewelry to bring in personality. The outfit should tell a story while staying comfortable and easy to wear. Frazzled elegance is the art of taking something glamorous and letting it feel a little undone. This season, it often starts with an evening dress, whether silky, sequined, or floor-length, and then pairs it with something unexpected like a boxy modern jacket, an oversized coat, or a chunky knit scarf. Hair is slightly tousled, makeup looks lived in rather than perfected, and the overall effect is a mix of polish and spontaneity. The look plays with contrast, letting the beauty of the dress shine while grounding it with pieces that feel more everyday. It's a style that suggests you just stepped out of a party into the real world without changing, and somehow it works even better that way. On the runways, designers have leaned into this mix by pairing luxe fabrics with practical layers, creating outfits that are both sophisticated and full of personality. Suki Waterhouse often pairs romantic dresses with outerwear and slightly messy hair, nailing the effortless charm of this trend. Pair something glamorous with a piece that feels more everyday, like a coat or chunky scarf. Let hair and makeup stay slightly undone to keep the mood relaxed. The mix of polish and imperfection is the charm. Purple is stepping into the spotlight this fall, from deep royal shades to softer lavender tones. It's a color that can feel both powerful and romantic, depending on how it's styled. Designers are showing it in sleek tailoring, fluid dresses, plush knits, and even statement outerwear. Rich jewel purples add drama and elegance, while lighter shades bring a dreamy, almost ethereal mood. It works beautifully as a head-to-toe look, but it can be just as striking in a single statement piece. Purple has a way of standing out without shouting, making it perfect for anyone who wants to make an impact with color. Victoria Beckham often wears rich purple pieces that feel refined and polished, showing how to make the shade look timeless. Choose a purple piece that sets the tone and build the rest of the outfit around it. Pair rich jewel purples with deep neutrals or lighter shades with soft fabrics. Let the color bring a sense of depth and sophistication. Subtle sheers take the idea of naked dressing and make it softer and more wearable. Instead of full transparency, it's about delicate layers and fabrics that only reveal small parts of the body. Think translucent overlays, organza panels, or chiffon sleeves that catch the light without showing too much. The focus is on creating depth and texture through layering, letting the sheer element become part of the design rather than the whole statement. In warmer months, it might be a sheer blouse over a bralette or a skirt with a gauzy layer that moves as you walk. In autumn, it pairs beautifully with opaque tights, chunky knits, or tailored outerwear, balancing modesty with a hint of allure. It feels romantic and modern at the same time, making it a detail you can work into both everyday looks and evening outfits. Daisy Edgar-Jones often wears delicate sheer details that add softness and dimension to her looks without taking away from their elegance. Layer sheer elements over opaque pieces to play with visibility and texture. Focus on showing just enough while keeping most of the look covered. This creates intrigue without sacrificing comfort or modesty. Modern Scholar's style takes the foundation of classic academic dressing and gives it a fresh twist. The staples are all there, from corduroys and collared shirts to blazers and polos, but they're layered and styled in ways that feel unexpected and current. It's less about following a strict prep look, and more about playing with proportions, textures, and accessories to create something intellectual yet fashion-forward. Glasses become statement pieces, knitwear is layered in inventive combinations, and traditional tailoring is mixed with more relaxed elements. The result is smart, creative, and just a little unconventional, making it perfect for fall layering. Emma Corrin brings this aesthetic to life with layered scholarly pieces that always have a modern edge. Mix academic staples like blazers, button-ups, and knits in unexpected combinations. Layer textures and patterns to add interest. The key is to keep it polished but a little unconventional. Brown continues to be one of the strongest colors for fall, holding its place as a versatile and sophisticated choice. From deep chocolate and warm caramel to soft taupe, it works beautifully across different fabrics and textures. In leather, it feels sleek and powerful. In wool, it's cozy and timeless. And in silk or satin, it brings a softer, more romantic touch. Brown also layers easily with other autumn shades, making it a reliable base for both casual and more elevated outfits. This season, it's showing up in everything from tailored suits and oversized coats to accessories that tie a look together. Gigi Hadid often wears rich brown pieces that make her outfits feel warm, grounded, and effortlessly chic. Combine different shades and textures of brown for a rich, layered look. Pair deep chocolate tones with lighter caramels or taupes for contrast. Let the color palette carry the sophistication. Dark romance blends gothic elegance with soft, romantic touches. It's rich in mood and atmosphere, often built on deep colors like black, burgundy, plum, and midnight blue, paired with delicate fabrics such as lace, chiffon, and satin. The silhouettes can be dramatic with flowing sleeves, high necklines, or sweeping skirts, but they are balanced by details like ruffles, bows, or floral motifs that soften the overall look. This style thrives on contrast, mixing strength and vulnerability in the same outfit. It works beautifully for evening, but can also be adapted for daytime with layered outerwear and heavier textures. Anya Taylor-Joy has brought dark romance to life through rich fabrics, dramatic silhouettes, and a sense of old-world glamour. Use deep, moody colors paired with romantic fabrics like lace or chiffon. Keep accessories elegant, but minimal to maintain the drama. The goal is to blend strength and softness in one look. Maxi coats are taking over this fall, bringing drama, warmth, and elegance in equal measure. Falling well below the knee and often brushing the ankle, they create a long, streamlined silhouette that instantly makes an outfit feel more polished. Designers are showing them in everything from sharp tailored wool to soft, oversized puffers, proving they work for both refined and relaxed looks. The length adds movement and presence, while also making them practical for colder weather. Maxi coats can be the statement piece in an outfit or a neutral layer that quietly pulls everything together. Hailey Bieber often wears maxi coats over both casual and tailored looks, proving how versatile they can be. She tends to choose clean cuts and neutral shades, using the coat as the piece that instantly ties the whole outfit together. Let the coat's length define your silhouette, and keep what's underneath streamlined. Choose fabrics that move well for added drama. The maxi coat should feel like the centerpiece of the outfit. Luxe fabrics are making a strong statement this fall, turning even the simplest silhouettes into something special. Velvet, satin, cashmere, silk, and fine wool are taking center stage, often in rich jewel tones or deep neutrals that highlight their texture and depth. These fabrics catch the light, drape beautifully, and instantly make an outfit feel elevated. They work just as well in evening wear as they do in more casual pieces, like a cashmere sweater with jeans or a silk shirt layered under a blazer. The focus is on quality, touch, and the way the fabric moves, making it less about trends and more about timeless elegance. Kendall Jenner often incorporates luxe fabrics into sleek, minimalist looks that let the material speak for itself. Kate Blanchett wears them in refined, elegant shapes that highlight the richness of the fabric without overpowering the look. Pick fabrics that feel luxurious, like silk, velvet, or cashmere, and let them stand on their own. Keep cuts simple so the texture takes the spotlight. Mixing two luxe fabrics can add even more richness. Animal prints are back in full force this fall, and it's not just about leopard anymore. Designers are drawing from the entire jungle, mixing zebra stripes, tiger patterns, snakeskin textures, and even giraffe spots into their collections. These prints are appearing on everything from statement coats and tailored trousers to dresses, bags, and shoes. The palette ranges from realistic earth tones to bold, unexpected colors that make the patterns feel fresh. Animal prints can be worn head to toe for maximum impact or as a single statement piece to add edge to a look. The beauty of this trend is how it can read both wild and sophisticated depending on the styling. Dua Lipa often wears bold animal prints in modern silhouettes that keep them looking fresh and fashion-forward. Anna Wintour has long incorporated leopard and other prints into her wardrobe, proving their staying power as timeless statement patterns. Work with one animal print as the main statement, or mix two for extra impact. Keep the rest of the outfit simple to avoid overwhelming the look. Let the print bring the attitude. Lace is covering the runways this fall, moving far beyond its usual role in evening wear. Designers are using it in dresses, skirts, blouses, outerwear, and even accessories, playing with different scales and patterns to give it new life. Sometimes it is delicate and romantic, other times it's bold and graphic, but it always adds texture and detail that draw the eye. Lace works beautifully layered over other fabrics, used as a trim, or worn on its own for maximum impact. It can be styled in a way that feels vintage-inspired or paired with modern shapes and materials to make it feel fresh. This season, it's less about saving lace for special occasions and more about wearing it as an everyday statement. Alexa Chung often brings lace into her looks, balancing its romantic feel with pieces that keep the outfit modern and effortless. Use lace as the focal point, whether it's an entire piece or just a detail. Balance its delicacy with modern accessories or structured layers. This keeps it from feeling too traditional. Slouchy and structured is all about finding the balance between relaxed ease and sharp tailoring. Designers are pairing oversized sweaters with sleek trousers, soft draped coats over fitted dresses, and wide leg pants with crisp blazers. The contrast between fluid shapes and clean lines creates outfits that feel comfortable but still refined. It's a look that works for day or night, depending on the fabrics and accessories you choose. The key is to let one element bring the softness and the other provide the shape, so the outfit feels intentional without being stiff. This mix makes it easy to look put together while still moving freely and feeling at ease. Demi Moore often wears outfits that combine relaxed silhouettes with precise tailoring, creating a look that is both effortless and sophisticated. Pair something soft and relaxed with a sharply tailored piece. The contrast makes both elements stand out. Keep accessories clean to maintain balance. Squishy bags are taking over this fall, replacing sharp, structured styles with soft shapes you can fold, hug, or sling easily over your shoulder. They come in every form, from oversized totes to clutches and crossbody bags, all made in buttery leather, supple suede, or other soft-touch materials. Many are carried tucked under the arm or loosely held, which adds to their relaxed appeal. After years of rigid silhouettes, this shift feels more laid back and a little nostalgic, calling back to the effortless boho energy of the early 2000s. On the runways, designers played with different sizes and finishes, from jumbo suede carryoles to small folded clutches, all with that same unstructured charm. It is an accessory trend that works just as well for everyday errands as it does for evenings out, bringing comfort and ease to any look. Opt for a soft, unstructured bag and carry it in a relaxed way. Let the texture and shape bring ease to the look. The bag should feel like part of the outfit's mood, not just an add-on. Slouchy boots are making a strong return this fall, bringing a mix of nostalgia and statement style. With their relaxed fit and soft folded shapes, they feel a little bit rock and roll and a little bit romantic. Designers have shown them in a range of interpretations, from pirate-inspired styles to sleek modern takes in suede and leather. They work with floaty dresses for a bohemian mood or tucked-over trousers for a more tailored look. The slouch shape adds movement and texture, making them a standout piece in any outfit. Whether you lean into their theatrical side or keep them simple, slouchy boots are an easy way to give your fall looks more personality. Show off the boots by pairing them with hemlines that highlight their shape. Let the relaxed fit add personality to dresses or tucked-in trousers. Keep the styling simple so the boots stay the focus. The school shoe is one of the most practical yet stylish footwear choices this fall. Lace-up brogues, backless loafers, chunky flats, and glossy patent slip-ons are appearing with everything from preppy skirt suits to flowing dresses. They add a polished touch while staying comfortable enough for all-day wear. Whether styled with colorful socks or kept sleek and simple, the school shoe is a smart upgrade from ballet flats and sneakers. Pair them with anything from tailored trousers to dresses, letting the shoe's structure give your outfit a smart finishing touch. Statement belts are the accessory of the season, taking outfits from simple to striking in an instant. This fall, they come in every shape and style, from oversized obi belts to delicate chain designs and bold leather pieces. Some designers layered 2 or even 3 at a time, creating eye-catching waist details that completely change the silhouette. Western-inspired buckles, colorful leather, and sculptural hardware all played a part in making the belt more than just a functional piece. Whether cinching a coat, defining the waist of a dress, or adding edge to tailoring, a statement belt is an easy way to refresh your wardrobe. Use a bold belt to change the shape of your outfit and draw the eye to the waist. Play with different widths, textures, and placements to see how it transforms the mood, from polished and elegant to relaxed and playful. Bold jewelry is everywhere this fall, from oversized gold earrings to chunky pearl strands and jewel-tone statement pieces. Brooches are back too, pinned to coats, blazers, and knits for an instant lift. The focus is on pieces that stand out and bring personality to even the simplest outfit. Choose 1 or 2 standout pieces in gold, pearl, or jewel tones. Let them elevate a simple outfit instantly. Placement matters, so experiment with how you wear them. And that wraps up the top 30 Fall 2025 fashion trends. I hope you found some ideas you're excited to try, whether it's something completely new or a fresh way to style pieces you already own. Fashion is such a fun way to express yourself, and this season really has something for every mood and personality. This isn't about buying a whole new wardrobe. It's about working with what you've got, and then maybe adding a few clever pieces here and there. So let's get into it. The base layer is everything. Think of it like the foundation of your makeup. If it's too heavy, nothing blends right. If it's good, everything sits nicely. Same thing with clothes. For me, this usually means a white tee, a black turtleneck, a thin crew neck sweater, or a button-up shirt. These are the heroes. And you don't need many, even 2 or 3 good ones are enough. Here's the trick. Always go for fabrics that feel nice against your skin, because this is the layer that touches you the most. Cotton, silk, modal, those make a difference. And here's a little personal rule. If I wouldn't wear it on its own, I don't use it as a base, because at some point you'll take off the other layers, and you don't want to be left with something you secretly hate. Alright, this is where layering gets fun. A silky blouse under a chunky knit? Perfect. A ribbed turtleneck under a smooth blazer? Amazing. The contrast is what makes the outfit look interesting. Think about food for a second. A dish with just one texture is boring. But crunchy with creamy, hot with cold, that's what makes it exciting. Same with clothes. Pair rough wool with soft cotton, satin with denim, even leather with knit. If you're ever stuck, just ask yourself, does this outfit have more than one texture? If the answer is no, add one piece that flips the vibe. Most people forget the middle layer, but honestly, this is the game changer. The mid layer is what makes people stop and look twice. So, cardigans. You can go oversized for that slouchy, cozy look, or cropped if you want something sharper. Sweater vests are amazing too, especially over a t-shirt or even over a dress. And blazers. Blazers are literally the secret weapon of layering. They make everything look elevated without trying too hard. I'll give you an example. Plain white tee, jeans, sneakers. Basic, right? Add a blazer. Suddenly, it looks like a whole outfit. And then if you toss a coat over the blazer, now you've got a street-style look. Same pieces but layered, and it changes everything. Your outer layer is the frame of the whole painting. The coat, the trench, the leather jacket, whatever you choose, it sets the vibe. A trench coat always makes things look polished, like you know exactly what you're doing. A leather jacket adds instant edge. A big, oversized wool coat makes it look effortless, like you just threw it on but still look cool. And honestly, you don't need a ton. 2 or 3 good outerwear pieces, one casual, one polished, one statement, and you're set. Because you can throw them over the same basics and it'll look different every time. This is my favorite part. The surprises. Maybe it's a lace cami peeking from under a sweater. Maybe it's patterned sleeves rolled out from under a blazer. Or a striped turtleneck under a plain knit. Even tiny things make a huge difference. Like cuffing your jeans so the socks show, or letting a bit of color pop out from under your coat. These little flashes of personality make the outfit yours. I love when people double up too, like 2 button-downs layered, with one collar peeking over the other. It's unexpected, but it works. Layering can literally change the mood of your outfit. Let's say I want preppy. I'll do a button-up, a sweater over the shoulders, maybe a blazer on top. If I want relaxed, it's a tee with an oversized cardigan, maybe a scarf tossed on. If I want edgy, I'll do layers of black, like a black turtleneck, a black blazer, and then a leather jacket. All one color, but different textures. That's the beauty of it. You can decide how you want to come across that day just by how you stack the pieces. Here's something I once read that stuck with me. Layering only looks good if you actually like each piece that's visible. So if your shirt's peeking out from under your sweater, make sure you like that shirt. If your cuff's showing, make sure you like the cuff. Because layering highlights the little things. It's also functional. I can walk into a cafe and take off my blazer but keep the knit, or go outside and throw a coat over it all. You're not stuck in one outfit all day. Layering gives you options. You don't need a mountain of clothes. Honestly, with like 20 to 30 good pieces, you can layer forever. A couple base tees and turtlenecks, a few cardigans and blazers, 2 coats, some jeans and trousers. That's all you need, then add 1 or 2 fun things. Maybe a colorful sweater or a textured vest, and you've got endless combos. Okay, so if you remember nothing else, remember this formula. Base layer simple, mid layer interesting, outer layer polished, 1 fun detail. That's it. That's the whole game. You know who does layering really well? Celebrities and influencers who basically live on street-style mood boards. Take Kendall Jenner. She has that really clean, minimal, off-duty model layering. She's not throwing on 10 different pieces. It's usually simple bases with sharp tailoring and a great coat. But the proportions are always on point. She'll balance an oversized piece with something fitted, and that's what makes it look polished but effortless. Then there's Bella Hadid. She's way more experimental. Bella will mix textures, eras, and shapes you wouldn't think go together, but that's her magic. She layers in a playful, almost chaotic way, and somehow it still feels intentional. She's proof that layering doesn't have to be safe to work. Hailey Bieber is on the opposite end of the spectrum. Her layering is really minimal, sleek, and modern. She keeps it neutral, keeps it sharp, but she knows how to throw on a jacket or blazer in a way that suddenly makes a simple outfit look high-end. It's layering as polish. And then there's Zoe Kravitz. She's more subtle with her layering, but always cool. Think minimal, slightly grungy, slightly effortless. It's the kind of layering that doesn't look styled at all, but that's exactly why it works. She's proof that less really can be more. On the influencer side, there are 2 I think about right away when it comes to layering. Matilda Djerf is queen of cozy Scandinavian chic. Her layering is all about softness. Knits over shirts, oversized coats, fluffy scarves. It's the kind of layering that makes you want to curl up in it, but it still looks incredibly stylish. She makes it look so easy, and honestly, that's what layering should be. And then there's Vanelli Melli. Her layering is maximalist, eclectic, and super playful. She's not afraid of color, bold shapes, or throwing unexpected things together. She layers like she's telling a story. Every piece adds a new twist. If you love the idea of layering but want it to feel fun and expressive, she's the perfect inspiration. While I show you some outfit ideas, let's just talk about what layering does for your style. The magic of layering is that it gives your outfit dimension. Instead of just one flat look, you've got depth and movement. Even if you're wearing basics, stacking them thoughtfully suddenly makes them look like a full, intentional outfit. And the coolest part is how much layering can shift your vibe. With just a few tweaks, you can go from cozy and casual to sharp and polished, or even bold and experimental. It's like choosing your mood for the day. What I also love is that it doesn't take a ton of clothes. 2 or 3 layers, a good base, a mid-layer that adds something interesting, and an outer layer that frames it all. And you're set. Then just one fun detail, whether it's texture, color, or proportion, and it feels complete. So as you're watching these outfits pop up, don't think of it as something you need to copy piece by piece. Think about the feeling. Notice the balance, the textures, the little details that make it work. That's how you'll be able to recreate the same effect with your own wardrobe. So yeah, that's layering. It's not about piling stuff on. It's about mixing textures, balancing shapes, and letting each piece do its job. Play around in your closet, try things you normally wouldn't, and I promise you'll find combos you love. Before we even think about styling, let's look at the kinds of jeans that are really trending right now. Denim is classic, yes, but fashion always has a way of nudging the shapes and details in new directions. This fall, I've noticed a few key players. First, baggy and slouchy fits. These jeans sit lower on the hips, have a relaxed drape, and give off that casual, borrowed from the boys feel. They're perfect for laid-back weekends, coffee runs, or travel days. If you're worried about them looking sloppy, balance the volume with something structured, like a fitted turtleneck, a tailored blazer, or even just tucking in your top neatly. Then there's the slim cigarette shape. This isn't the same as the super tight skinny jeans from 10 years ago. Cigarette jeans are more refined, straight through the leg but narrow, often cropped right at the ankle. They're ideal if you want something polished that still feels modern. I love them with ballet flats, loafers, or pointed boots. Another silhouette to keep an eye on is the barrow leg or sculpted leg jean. These have more architectural lines. Think subtle curves, twisted seams, or tapering that makes the shape stand out. They're not for everyone, but they add interest and can make even a simple tee and jeans outfit feel fashion-forward. Of course, flares and boot cuts are continuing their comeback. These styles are amazing because they elongate the legs and they pair beautifully with boots. Picture a cozy knit tucked into bootcut jeans with heeled ankle boots peeking out. It's such a flattering, classic fall outfit. And finally, tailored, trouser-like denim. These are jeans with pleats, sharp creases, or clean dark washes that almost pass as trousers. They're perfect for work or slightly more formal settings, where you want the ease of denim but with a polished edge. On top of all these silhouettes, washes are shifting too. We're seeing a move toward authentic, lived-in finishes, vintage blues, subtle fading, contrast stitching, even a bit of distressing. Jeans with character are what's making outfits feel personal and stylish this season. So if you're refreshing your denim this fall, these are the cuts and washes I'd look for. One of my favorite ways to dress up denim is with an elevated top. This could be a silky blouse, a knit with unexpected cutouts, or even a crisp white shirt with oversized cuffs. The idea here is to let the top do the heavy lifting. Why does this work so well? Because denim grounds your outfit. It's casual, approachable, and wearable. But pairing it with something elegant instantly shifts the mood. Imagine dark straight-leg jeans with a silky champagne blouse and pointed heels. Suddenly, you're dinner date ready. Or swap the heels for loafers, and you're polished enough for a creative office. This formula works because it's simple, but it never fails. It's like saying, yes, I'm wearing jeans, but I'm intentional about it. Red is the power color of the season, and denim is the perfect partner for it. Wearing red head to toe can feel intimidating, but paired with jeans, it becomes completely approachable. Picture a bright red sweater tucked into vintage blue denim with ankle boots, or a pair of baggy jeans with a little red shoulder bag as your accent. Even something as small as a red lip against denim makes the whole outfit pop. Red also plays well with different denim washes. It's striking against dark indigo, vibrant with classic mid-blue, and bold against faded vintage tones. If you buy one statement piece this fall, make it red and style it with your favorite jeans. This is the formula that never gets old. Jeans plus a blazer. It's versatile, timeless, and just so fall. The vibe this year is oversized. Boxy, long-line blazers in wool, plaid, or even leather layered over straight or baggy jeans look current and chic. Throw in sneakers for daytime errands, or swap them for slingback heels for dinner out. I love this combo because it balances opposites, casual denim and sharp tailoring. It works in the office, it works for brunch, it works for travel. Honestly, if you don't know what to wear, blazer plus jeans is always the answer. Leopard print is making a big comeback, and when paired with denim, it feels playful instead of overwhelming. Try a leopard print coat over straight-leg jeans, or add subtle touches like leopard ballet flats or a printed scarf. Jeans neutralize the boldness of leopard, while leopard spices up the simplicity of denim. It's that push and pull that makes the outfit interesting. Denim and leather are two wardrobe staples that always spark something when styled together. The obvious combination is a classic leather jacket with jeans, timeless and cool. But this season, it's evolving. Leather trenches, leather blazers, and sleek leather boots are taking center stage as the perfect complements to denim. The beauty of this pairing is in the mix of textures. Denim has a rough, lived-in character, while leather brings structure and sheen. Together, they create a balance that feels strong and stylish. Depending on the cut, this combo can lean edgy and bold or sleek and understated. It's a pairing that never feels flat. It always adds dimension to your look. If fall had a uniform, this would be it. Jeans and oversized knits. Cozy, slouchy, a little undone, but still chic. The magic here is in the proportions. Pair wide-leg jeans with a chunky turtleneck or slim jeans with an oversized cardigan. Add loafers or boots, and you're set for the day. This combo works for coffee runs, casual dinners, and everything in between. And here's the thing. Knits and denim together are more than just comfortable. They capture the feeling of fall itself. Warm textures, layers you can sink into, the kind of outfit you want to wear on crisp mornings or while cozying up in the evening. Play around with scarves, hats, or jewelry to change the mood, and you'll see how versatile this formula really is. The Canadian tuxedo isn't what it used to be. Today, it's about playing with washes and proportions. You could go tonal, a dark denim shirt with matching jeans almost like a set, or you could mix light and dark washes for contrast. Even layering a cropped denim jacket over baggy jeans feels modern and fresh. The trick is to make it look styled rather than accidental. Add a belt, bold shoes, or a statement accessory to break up the denim. Done well, this combination feels polished and contemporary. And because denim comes in so many shades and textures now, it's easier than ever to pull off in a way that feels personal. Fall is all about coats, and jeans are the perfect foundation for statement outerwear. A trench coat over jeans feels classic. A plaid coat adds personality. A faux fur jacket makes it bold. Since coats often become the centerpiece of your outfit in colder months, pairing them with denim keeps everything grounded and wearable. It's also a way to let your outerwear do the heavy lifting. You don't need complicated layers underneath. Jeans make bold coats practical and wearable day to day. This is the kind of pairing that's effortless to repeat too. Change the coat, change the shoes, and you've got a whole new look. But your jeans remain the steady foundation. Plaid is another fall staple that never really leaves, but this year it feels extra right with denim. A plaid flannel shirt layered over a tee and jeans has that cozy, casual vibe. You can dress it up too. Tuck a plaid shirt into cigarette jeans and add loafers for a polished twist. Or go bigger with plaid outerwear. Oversized plaid coats, shackets, or even cropped plaid jackets all play beautifully with denim. Plaid and denim are both classic, hard-working fabrics. Together, they feel timeless, but never boring. And because plaid comes in endless variations, from neutral checks to bold tartans, it's one of those patterns you can reinvent endlessly with denim. Let's zoom in on the details. Fit first. Straight and wide-leg jeans are trending, but don't ditch your favorites. Just adjust the way you style them. Sometimes simply swapping sneakers for ankle boots or cuffing the hem gives old denim a fresh feel. Play with washes. Dark washes feel sharp, vintage blues are relaxed, faded details add personality. Don't underestimate what a wash can do. It sets the mood before you even add a top or jacket. Think about length. Cropped jeans draw attention to your shoes and feel playful, while full-length jeans create a long, grounded silhouette. Hem length is one of the simplest ways to shift the vibe of your outfit. Don't forget the hem. A single cuff adds casual ease, a raw edge brings attitude, and tucking into boots leans seasonal and practical. The hem is small, but it's often the difference between thrown on and styled. Details matter. Patch pockets, pleats, and stitching are subtle ways to make your jeans look more fashion-forward. Even belt choice can refresh denim you've worn dozens of times. The beauty of denim is that you rarely need to buy new pairs to feel current. Most of the time, it's about how you wear the ones you already own. These little tricks can take a pair from basic to styled, and they remind us that denim is all about flexibility and reinvention. Celebrities are always a good place to look when you need a little denim inspiration, because they each bring their own personality to jeans. Sydney Sweeney often opts for denim that feels feminine. She wears jeans with tops that highlight her shape, whether that's a fitted blouse, a cropped knit, or something a little romantic. Taylor Russell brings a modern, artsy touch. Even when she's off-duty, she gravitates toward clean, darker denim that feels thoughtful and a little experimental. Gigi Hadid really leans into that model off-duty uniform, but she also knows how to keep it interesting. She plays with color, often pairing denim with bright or cozy knitwear, and she's not afraid of jeans that have eye-catching details, whether that's a bold wash, a fun silhouette, or unexpected styling. It keeps her denim looks fresh while still feeling wearable. Chloe Sevigny has always treated denim as a playground. She gravitates toward vintage-inspired cuts, think straight legs, flares, or even distressed pairs, and mixes them with bold, quirky accessories. Her style reminds us that jeans don't always have to be straightforward. They can be expressive, a little experimental, and even a touch eccentric. Katie Holmes has become almost synonymous with relaxed, everyday denim. She gravitates toward straight leg or slightly baggy fits and often pairs them with cozy knits or easy flats. Her style proves that jeans don't need to be complicated to look chic. Hailey Bieber tends to polish her denim looks with sharp outerwear and accessories. She might be in baggy jeans one day, slim styles another, but she always adds something refined, a structured coat, a sleek loafer, or a statement bag. Shoes really define how your jeans outfit comes across. This fall, a few standouts pair especially well. Loafers are polished but comfortable, perfect with straight or slim jeans. They lean slightly preppy, making denim feel grown up. Ballet flats are a feminine touch, especially with cropped or cigarette jeans. They add nostalgia and softness to denim's casual base. Sneakers are always relevant, but especially stylish with baggy or wide-leg denim. They make denim sporty, modern, and ready for everyday wear. Ankle boots, classic for fall, they work tucked under straight jeans or peeking out from flares. Depending on the heel, they can be casual or dressy. Knee-high boots, slimmer jeans tucked in or worn under wide legs for a sleek, fashion-forward effect. They feel dramatic in the best way. Heeled boots are perfect for dressing up denim, especially boot cuts and flares. A pointed toe or slim heel instantly changes the vibe. What's fascinating about footwear is how much it controls the outfit. The same pair of jeans can look casual with sneakers, elegant with ballet flats, or bold with boots. Shoes aren't just accessories. They're the final say in what your denim communicates. As the outfits appear on screen, I want to step back and talk about denim in a broader sense. Jeans are never just jeans. They're the backdrop that allows everything else in your outfit to take shape. This season is about experimenting, trying new cuts, mixing textures, playing with layers, and denim is what lets you do that without the look falling apart. It's the anchor that holds the outfit steady while you experiment with the fun stuff. Fall is also about atmosphere. It's about coziness, layers, moodier colors, and textures like wool, leather, and knits. Jeans are the piece that ties it all together. They let you wear a bold plaid coat, a chunky knit, or a bright red sweater and still feel grounded. So as you see each outfit idea pop up, think of it less as this exact formula, and more as a reminder of how adaptable denim is. Your jeans don't dictate the outfit. They give you the freedom to create it. And that's why they never leave our wardrobes. A capsule wardrobe is all about maximizing versatility with minimal pieces. And fall is the perfect season to curate a collection that feels cozy, stylish, and effortlessly chic. First things first, what is a capsule wardrobe? It's a curated collection of timeless, interchangeable pieces that can be mixed and matched to create multiple outfits. The goal is to focus on quality over quantity, ensuring that every piece serves a purpose and reflects your personal style. When building a fall capsule wardrobe, think about the season's specific needs. Fall is all about layering, staying warm, and incorporating rich textures and colors. Consider the climate where you live. Is it mild, or do you experience cold, wet weather? This will help you choose the right fabrics and layering pieces. A cohesive color palette is key to making sure all your pieces work together. For fall, think warm tones like camel, burgundy, olive, and mustard. You can never go wrong with neutrals like black, white, and gray. Mixing these tones will give you endless outfit combinations that feel seasonal and chic. When building a capsule wardrobe, focus on investing in high-quality pieces that will last for years. Look for materials like wool, cashmere, and leather that not only feel luxurious, but also stand up to the test of time. Remember, it's better to have a smaller wardrobe filled with items you love than a closet full of pieces you never wear. Let's break down the key pieces you'll want to include in your fall capsule wardrobe. A trench coat is a must-have for fall. Its timeless appeal and practicality make it perfect for layering over any outfit. Opt for a neutral color like beige or camel to ensure it complements everything in your wardrobe. A well-fitted blazer adds polish to any ensemble. Opt for a structured blazer in a neutral tone, such as black, navy, or gray, to easily transition from the office to a night out. The leather jacket is the epitome of cool, offering an edge to your fall ensembles. It's perfect for adding texture and contrast, especially in classic black or deep brown. A cozy knit cardigan is essential for those chilly fall days. It's ideal for layering and adds texture to your outfit. Choose one in a versatile color like cream or gray for a piece you'll reach for again and again. Turtlenecks are the unsung heroes of fall fashion. They provide warmth and can be worn under blazers, coats, or dresses. Choose lightweight materials for layering or thicker knits for a standalone statement piece. Basic long-sleeve tees are the foundation of any capsule wardrobe. They're perfect for layering under sweaters or jackets and can be dressed up or down. Stick to neutral colors to mix and match effortlessly. A button-up shirt is a versatile piece that can be worn alone, layered under sweaters, or styled open over a tee. Stick to classic colors like white, blue, or stripes for maximum versatility. A minimal dress in a solid color or simple pattern can be easily layered with other pieces. Opt for a mid-length dress to pair with boots and jackets. A good pair of jeans is a must-have. For fall, opt for a darker wash or a straight leg style to pair effortlessly with ankle boots, sweaters, and jackets. Tailored trousers are perfect for a more polished, put-together look. Choose a pair in a neutral color, and you'll have a piece that works for both workwear and casual outings. Midi skirts are perfect for fall, offering warmth while still looking chic. Pair them with ankle boots and a cozy knit for a balanced look that's both stylish and practical. Nothing says fall like a cozy sweater. Whether it's a chunky knit or a fine wool blend, having a few sweaters in neutral tones will keep you warm and stylish all season long. Ankle boots are a fall footwear staple. They pair well with everything from jeans to dresses and are perfect for transitioning between different weather conditions. Loafers are a comfortable yet stylish option for fall. They work well for both casual and more formal settings, making them a versatile addition to your wardrobe. A pair of classic sneakers is essential for a relaxed, off-duty look. Choose a minimalist design in white or black to ensure they match everything in your capsule wardrobe. Scarves add both warmth and style to your fall looks. Opt for classic patterns like plaid or houndstooth, or go for a solid color to add a pop to your outfit. A stylish hat, whether it's a fedora, beret, or beanie, can elevate your fall outfit and add a bit of personality. It's also a practical choice for those cooler days. A shoulder bag in a classic shape and neutral color is perfect for everyday wear, offering enough space for your essentials while maintaining a sleek, minimal look. For a more polished look, a structured handbag is a must. Opt for one in a timeless style that can be used for both day and night. Finish off your fall capsule wardrobe with minimal jewelry. Think delicate necklaces, simple hoops, and understated rings to add a touch of elegance without overwhelming your look. The beauty of a capsule wardrobe is in its versatility. You should be able to mix and match every piece to create multiple outfits. Play around with different combinations, like layering a turtleneck under a blazer, or pairing your jeans with both sneakers and ankle boots. This will help you see the true potential of your wardrobe. And that's a wrap on our complete fall fashion guide for 2025. I hope this video gave you plenty of ideas and inspiration to make the most of your wardrobe this season, from the latest trends to layering tricks, capsule essentials, and styling your favorite jeans. Fall is such a creative season, and the best part is making these looks your own. I'd love to hear in the comments what piece or trend you're most excited to try out this year. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more style guides, and share it with someone who's also ready to refresh their fall wardrobe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.